Say new features. How many new features are there? 4. What is first one? Result set enhancements. Second one, batch updates. Third one, advanced data types. Fourth one, row sets. These 3 completed. Row sets. Given differences between result set and row sets. Differences between result set and row sets. First one, result set is non-serializable object. Row sets, all row sets are serializable objects. This is first difference. Okay. What is second difference? Result set is connected object. Here jdbc row set is connected object. jdbc row set is connected object and remaining row sets are disconnected objects. Third one, result set is not a Java bean. Here all row sets are Java beans. Fourth, in order to get result set, we need connection interface, comma, driver manager class and statement interface. Here, in order to get row set, we need row set implementation class only. Okay. But for understanding each difference, one concept required. For understanding first difference, what is serialization required? For understanding second difference, what is connected, what is disconnected required? To understand third difference, what is Java bean required? For understanding fourth difference, program required. Then only you will understand all. First of all, here, this is serialization. Serialization is core Java or advanced Java? Core Java. What is serialization? It is a process of converting object into series of bits. For what are the operations serialization compulsory? What are the operations serialization is compulsory in Java? To write object to a file, to read object from file. These are like given in the core Java class. You studied. So write this one. Serialization. Serialization. It is a process of converting. It is a process of converting an object into a series of bits. It is a process of converting an object into a series of bits. It is a process of converting an object into a series of bits. So converting object into a series of bits is called serialization. It is the process of converting an object into a series of bits. Say, in Java, object must be serializable to do the following operations. First one, writing an object to a file. Second one, reading an object from file. Third one, writing an object to a network. Fourth one, reading an object from network. In Java, object must be serializable to do the following operations. First one, writing an object to a file. Second one, reading an object from file. Third one, writing an object to a network. Fourth one, reading an object from network. In Java, object must be serializable to do the following operations. First one, writing an object to a file. Second one, reading an object from file. Third one, writing an object to a network. Fourth one, reading an object from network. So for these four operations, serialization is compulsory. Say, if you want to write object to a file, or if you want to read object from file, or if you want to write object to a network, if you want to read object from network, these four operations, object must be serializable. Okay? Serialization, nothing but converting object into a series of bits. This is Saturday class also, I discussed it. Now, how to make object as a serializable object? What is that? Implements serializable. Say, a class must implements java.io. Serializable interface. A class must implement java.io. Serializable interface to make serializable object. A class must implement java.io. Serializable interface to make serializable object. Write this one. Java.io. Serializable interface is called as marker interface, tag interface, or empty interface, because no members in this interface. Java.io. Serializable interface is called as marker interface, tag interface or empty interface? Because no members in this interface. Java.io.serializable interface is called as marker interface, tag interface or empty interface because no members in this interface. So this interface does not contain any member, no variable, no method. Is it over? Say, I'll open command prompt. How to see the profile of serializable interface? Java P, java.io.serializable. You observe public interface java.io.serializable. Open brace, close brace. In between, no variables, no methods, nothing. Just it is empty interface. See, here open brace, close brace. In between, no variables, no methods, nothing. Empty. Here, java.io.serializable interface is called as marker interface. Just we are marking. We are attaching like a tag. That's what tag interface. Empty interface because no members. It is just what we have to do is implement serializable, you are right. That's it. Implement serializable, you are right. It is internally it works. Say, suppose if you write here class name employee, integer employee number, string name, float salary. If you write now, if I write emp equal to new emp, is it serializable object? Is it serializable object? No. This object, if you want to send in network, not possible. If you want to receive from network, not possible. If you want to store this object data in a file, not possible. If you want to retrieve from file, not possible. Okay. So, if you want to perform these 4 operations, object must be serializable. If you want to perform these 4 operations, object must be serializable. But how to make object as a serializable? Just a class must implement java.io.serializable interface. Here, implements java.io.serializable. Okay. Otherwise, here you can import the package instead of writing this one. Import java.io.star. After that, implement serializable. Now, is it serializable object? Yes, it is serializable object. This object converted into bits, and that bits pass it to network also, file also. Possible. But it is just an empty interface. It doesn't do anything. In this case, internally it will implement. Internally. Suppose myself, if I write on empty interface, will it work? So like a serializable interface, myself I'll write one empty interface. If I apply, will it work? No. This functionality present inside the JVM. That's what works. But our empty interface, it will not be there functionality. That's what it won't work. This interface functionality already present inside the JVM. That's what it is going to work. Okay. But what is there? That is hidden. You already studied. Abstract class, interface, abstract methods. These all belongs to which object-oriented principle? Abstract class, interface, abstract method. These all belongs to which object-oriented principle? Abstraction. What is abstraction? Providing necessary information and hiding unnecessary information. See, how to make object as a serializable. That is they provided. Implement serializable. But how it is working? Not provided. That is unnecessary for you. That inside the JVM. That JVM implementation people required. For you not required. Because you are not going to develop JVM. So it is not required. That is hidden. Whatever required they provided. Whatever is not required, that part is hidden. That is called abstraction. So, how to make object as a serializable object? That information provided. So, just implement serializable right. That information provided. But how that is working? Not provided. That is only abstraction. Okay? Now, is this object serializable object now? Yes. How do you know? That's it. Only seeing that one only we can give answer. Year. Result set. Is it serializable object? No. All row sets are. So row sets are interfaces. Row set implemented in one class. That class implements serializable interface. That's what row sets are serializable. Now, result set is interface or class. Result set. These many classes over, almost JDBC ending. Result set is an interface. Result set is an interface. JDBC maximum interface only. Result set is an interface. Even row sets also interfaces. But these interfaces implemented somewhere. Those classes here. Result set implemented somewhere. One class will be there. That class does not implement serializable interface. But row set implemented somewhere. That class implements serializable. That's what row sets are serializable. So, row set implementation class implements serializable interface also. That is the reason row set is serializable. But result set implemented in one class, that class doesn't implement serializable interface. That's what result set is non-serializable object. Got it? Now, if you want to create your own serializable object, you need to write this one. Okay? Now, this object is serializable object. Write this one. Example. So, if any class that implements serializable interface, that class object is called serializable object. If it is serializable object, we can write to a file, we can read from file, we can send in network, we can receive from network. These operations possible. But implement serializable is not there. You will get an exception. If you try to write to a file, if you write to a network, you'll get an exception, not serializable exception. The program also is shown in Core class. Okay. Here, result set is non-serializable, row set is serializable. Is it over? Here, result set object data. Result set object data. If you want to write to a file, is it possible? No. Row set object data. If you want to write to a file, is it possible? Yes. That's the difference. That is first difference. Okay. Connected, disconnected. What is that? We'll see. Next heading, write it. Connected object. It means the object always being connected to a database. It means the object always being connected to a database. It means the object always being connected to a database. It means the object always being connected to a database. Connected object. It means the object always being connected to a database. Disconnected object. It means object is not connected to a database after generating. It means object is not connected to a database after generating. What is that? I'll explain. So connected means always connected. Disconnected means after generating not connected. Is it over? Say, for example, result set already studied. Now this is a result set. You already studied. Say, from Java application, we send one SQL query. Select a star from student. Then all records retrieved as an object. It is result set object. Result set object is generated based on SQL query you studied. Okay. If I write select star from student, all records and all fields comes as an object. Suppose if you write select the roll number marks from student, then roll number column comes, marks column comes. Suppose if you write select star from student where roll number equal to 2, only roll number 2 data comes. Suppose if you write select star from student where marks are greater than or equal to 80. So first record, third record comes. Like that, where condition between so many clauses you can apply in a select. Only select a query, 100 types you can write. 100 types also. Those who didn't study, you'll study in Oracle class. Okay. Only select query, hundreds of types we can write. Now, suppose I return select star from student. That object received. Whenever result set object is created, then where is the result set pointer or cursor? before first record. So cursor is here. Cursor is here. If you want to display first record, first of all, what we have to do? We have to call next method. Control comes here. After that, this column number 1 if you pass, this 1 comes. This column number 2 if you pass, this name comes. This column number 3 if you pass, this marks comes. After that, again next method if you call, control comes here. Again column number 1 if you pass, this one comes. Again column number 2 if you pass, this one comes. After getting, suppose this object is connection, this object connection closed. Assume this object connection closed. Then remaining data, this data and this data you will not get. That means this object data, if you want to access, this object must be connected to database. This object always being connected to database. If any connection failed, in between connection lost, then you will not get the remaining data. That is called connected object. That is called connected object. Suppose disconnected object means this total data dumped into local system in a RAM. And after getting into RAM, you are going to access the data. Even connection is not maintained, nothing will happen. It is already dumped into your local system. It is nothing but online, offline, that type. See, here, once the connection is closed in online, next page will not be open. Suppose online, example, online tutorials or online documentation. Suppose example, I'll go for online documentation. Suppose here you observe Java API documentation. I'll open latest version 18. 18 documentation. I'll click here. Java Platform Standard Edition and Java Development Kit version 18 API specification. If you scroll down here, first module Java.basics. If you scroll down, Java.lang. If you click here, Java.language package classes and interfaces appears here. See, all classes and interfaces. Now, if you scroll down, alphabetical order will be there. Suppose you want to see string class profile. If you want to see string class profile in alphabetical order, suppose here string will be there. If I click string class profile, in this class, what are the methods are there? Suppose compare to, I'll click, it came. Here, you observe, if I click, next page comes. Again, if I click, next page comes. Assume, now my internet connection is lost. Some problem occurred. Then, if I click, will you get a next page? No. That means this is online. Compulsory internet connection should be there to get the data. Otherwise, next page cannot be displayed. Suppose this documentation we can download into our system. Same field like online. Hyperlinks will be there. You can click, you can see. Now if I click, what is happening? If I click, it is retrieved from server. Suppose this documentation, if I download in my system, if I click, that is retrieved from my system only. That means total data dumped into our system. But it appears like online only. That facility also is there. So, this total documentation you can download into your system. Like that also you can browse. Same like this only, clicking possible. Okay. Online field only appears. But what's the difference? That one, this one. Online, offline. This documentation you can see in online also, offline also. You can download, you can see also. What's the difference? Here, like example, YouTube videos are there. Okay. And nowadays no one is downloading. Okay. But long back they downloaded. Suppose same video if you want to watch again and again. Downloaded, watched. But no one is downloading now. Reason? Previously, we paid for 1 GB purpose 250 rupees also. But now daily 1 GB coming. Okay. That's what no one is downloading. Whenever required, again they'll play from server only. But they are not going to download into your mobile. Okay. But long back, if you want to watch that video 3-4 times, download it. After downloading, you watch it. Okay. But nowadays, no one is downloading. Why? Connection always you are maintaining. Connection you are always maintaining. But if you download, what is the problem? Storage problem. Your memory problem, no? Mobile memory. Okay. So now what you are thinking? You are thinking about memory. Because connection always 24 hours, 365 online you are maintaining. Why downloading? But a long back you didn't maintain. Whenever you required, mobile data on, later off. Like that used. But now 24 hours, 365 days mobile data on only. Long back 1 GB purpose we paid 250 rupees. But now 250 rupees if you pay, daily 1 GB coming. That is the reason no one is downloading. So at the time you downloaded. Now you are not downloading. Now you are thinking about memory. At the time you are thinking about internet cost. Like that. Here also, what's the difference is, result set is connected object. JDBC row set is connected object. Remaining row sets are disconnected object. If you use connected object always connected to database, it will retrieve from data from server. If you use disconnected, object data totally dumped into your local system. Your local system downloaded. Then you can access. Now, if you use connected object, network traffic, server to browser. If you use disconnected, RAM memory. Like that. Depends upon situation. If you want connected, use connected. If you want disconnected, use disconnected. Suppose, if you want to utilize your buffer memory efficiently, RAM memory efficiently, go for connected. Suppose if you want to reduce the network traffic is more, network traffic, because server worldwide crores of people are accessing, then system speed may decrease. Your internet speed is server speed. In that situation, go for disconnected. Like that we have. Connected object if used, always maintains the connection. Disconnected object if used, total data dumped into your system. But result set is connected only. Row sets, one is connected, remaining disconnected. Like that they given. Still if you want connected only row set also possible. You can go for JDBC row set. Total how many row sets are there? 5. What are those? JDBC row set, cached row set, web row set, filter row set, join row set. Total 5 row sets. Last class I given. Okay. That is the difference between connected and disconnected. Okay. Next, Java Bean. Next heading, Java Bean. It is a reusable software component. It is a reusable software component. See, what is Java Bean means? It is a reusable software component. It is a reusable software component. For example, for understanding one frame class I'll take. This actually nowadays we stopped to teach frame, J-frame. These classes are there in core Java because requirement is very less. That's what we stopped to teach. It's like one J-frame. We can create graphical user interface in core Java also, but nowadays no one is using because as compared to Java user interfaces, HTML is better. HTML. That is the reason you are going to learn HTML. Okay. But it is possible this type of frames, buttons, labels, graphical user interfaces with Java also. In Java, one class is there, frame, and one more class, J-frame. It is AWT frame, it is swing frame. AWT swing applets we stop to teach. Okay. Now, here Java logo will be there, minimize, maximize, close button. It is a reusable software component. It is a Java Bean. But how it is, this class is called Java Bean. See, this class is reusable. How it is reusable? It is just one class. What you can do is, you can create class. You can class already is there. You can create object. You can call methods. Suppose in this class, frame f equal to new frame. You will create an object. After creating this width of the frame, height of the frame, you can set. Width of the frame, height of the frame, you can set. Suppose set width 400 pixel. Get width, you'll get a 400 pixels. Set height 400 pixels. Get height 400 pixels. You'll get a 400 pixels height. But same class, suppose myself I given 400 pixels width, 400 pixels height. Yourself you will write 500 pixels width, 500 pixels height. Possible. One more person will set 600 pixels width, 600 pixels height. Possible. And myself, I'll set background color red. Get background. I'll get a red color. You will set green color. You'll get a green color. One more person will set blue color. You'll get a blue color. One more person will set yellow color. Any color. And the font color, foreground. Set foreground. Get foreground. Setter getter methods will be there. With that, we can change the properties of that frame. One class only. For you, red color appears. For me, green color appears. One more person, blue color appears. One more person, yellow color appears. One person, 400 pixels appears. One person, 500 pixels appears. One person, 600 appears. One person, 700 appears. And one person, one title. One more person, one more title. One more person, one more title. Like a foreground also we can change. Width also we can change. Height also we can change. Font style also we can change. Font size also we can change. Font style also we can change. One class only. Different people, different types appears. But they prepared one class only. That class only, different people, different types. According to your requirement, you can make it. That type of facility given, you can use. You can do it. That is called Java Bean. That means for that some rules are there. If those rules are followed, that is called Java Bean. What are the rules? Write it. A Java class is said to be Java Bean if it is follows the following rules. A Java class is said to be Java Bean if it is follows the following rules. Any Java class, what are the rules I am going to give? If it is followed, that class you can call Java Bean. First rule, class must be public. Second rule, class must implements java.io.serializable interface. Class must be in a package. Class must contain default constructor. Class must contain all instance variables of a class must be private. Instance variables are called properties. All properties must contain setter and getter methods. All setter and getter methods must be public. All setter and getter methods must be public. So, if any Java class that follows these 7 rules, that class is called Java Bean. If any Java class that follows these 7 rules, that class is called Java Bean. So, any Java class, if it follows these 5 rules, 7 rules, then that class is called Java Bean. Setter, getter methods. Which object-oriented principle? Encapsulation. Encapsulation logic, that is. It is fully encapsulated. So, if any Java class that follows these 7 rules, then that Java class is said to be Java Bean. Because if 7 rules are followed, no, then reusability comes. Reusability comes. Is it over? So, class must be public. Public is there, then only can access. That is the reason public. Implement serializable. That object data, we can write to a file, we can read from file, we can send in network, we can read from network. Must be in a package. It should be a normal component type. That's what it should be, a package. Default constructor. Default constructor is not there. While creating object, you must pass parameters. Private. You cannot access variables. You can access only methods. That type restricted. When we restrict like that, you have seen in core Java class. Here I'll repeat that one. See. Say file open. Suppose here See here, one frame class object I'll create. New frame. This frame class available in EWD package. Okay. Here, frame size 400 pixels width, 400 pixels height. Frame visible mode true. If I run this program, one frame class object created, the frame size 400 pixels width, 400 pixels height settled, that frame displayed. File, save. If I compile, if I execute, see, it is called frame. See, it is Java logo, hot cup of coffee symbol, and here, minimize, maximize, close. This is called one frame. Okay. Now, you observe. Here, setter method, getter method, logics already written. Suppose here, if I write 500, then 500 comes. Compilation, execution. 500 pixels. Suppose if I write 800 pixels width, 600 pixels height. See, 800 pixels width, 600 pixels height. Suppose in my system total how many pixels are there, I want to see. Display settings. Here 1024 into 768. Okay. Now 1024 768. Then full size appears. Complete monitor pixels. Compilation, execution. See, it is full size 1024 into 768. Full size. Now, here, if I write 10,240, 7,680, what will happen? Will it display more than monitor size? Suppose monitor is like this. Okay. Will it display frame like this? No. Okay. Will it display like this? If it is displayed, we cannot close also. Maximize close button, these all outside will be there. If it is displayed like this, then we cannot close also. That will be outside. Outside the monitor. Okay. So, what will happen? Some logic already written. Then what it will do? It will display. Will it display like this? No. How it will display? Maximum size only. So, more than maximum size, you will get a maximum size. File, save. See, 10,000 are written, but maximum size only displayed. Okay. That means in setter method already logic written. If more than maximum size, less than minimum size, then minimum size. Suppose minus 10,240, minus 7,680. Minus means it should not display, but it will display minimum. See. Now you observe compilation, execution. Already displayed. This is like this displayed. Minimum size. This is less than minimum size. I passed, but minimum displayed. Less than minimum means minimum. More than maximum means maximum. Okay. Like that they written. Because these pixels, by mistake, if you pass more than also, less than also, nothing will happen. Logic already written. in setter methods. Like that, you can write your own. Suppose what I'll do, just observe. Employee class, one age variable. Now employee age. Okay. Now here I'll write age is now instance variable or class variable or local variable. When memory allocated, this age is instance variable or class variable or local variable. Instance variable. When memory allocated, whenever object is created. How many ways to access? 2 ways. What are those? Object reference. Say employee equal to new employee. Okay. Now system dot out dot println. Otherwise, e dot age equal to, suppose for 50. System dot out dot println e dot age. If I compile and execute, you'll get output 50. Okay. Suppose if I write 500, what is the output comes? 500 comes. But in employee age, 500 will be there? No. Okay. Suppose if I write minus 500, minus 500 comes. But I want to restrict, like a more than 100. I want to display 100. Otherwise, employee age 18 to 60. Now less than 18, greater than 60, 16, greater than 60. You can write logic. Suppose one method I'll write. Set age. Year. If here this set age method are written. Here A. This A, which type of variable? Which variable? Local variable. How many ways to access? One way. That is directly. Now, if A greater than 100, age equal to A. Now, age equal to 100. Okay. Now, this A, local variable, one way to access directly. But this age, how many ways to access? 2 ways. What are those? Object reference. That line is valid or not valid? That line is valid or not valid? Valid or not valid? Valid. How it is valid? Implicitly this keyword. This dot age. This keyword implicitly present. So this no need to write. When we have to write this keyword explicitly? When we have to write this keyword explicitly? Local variable, instance variable, names are same. Suppose it is also age. Then what we have to write? Here, this dot age. Okay. Else if age less than 18. Okay. Suppose here greater than 60. Greater than 60, I want to write 60. Less than 18, I want to write 18. Else, same. Now, this is just understanding purpose. More than maximum. Less than minimum. Like that, just now you have seen frame. Like that, I written some logic. More than maximum. Less than minimum. Okay. After this, see. Here now what I'll do, E dot set age 500, I passed it. Then this 500 received here. 500 greater than 60, true. Then this dot age equal to 60. When I print, what is the output comes? 60. File, save. Suppose minus 500 Minus 500 comes here. Minus 500 greater than 0. False. Minus 500 less than 18. True. Then what will be stored? 18. You'll get output 18. Suppose 35. 35 passed. 35 received. 35 greater than 60. False. 35 less than 18. False. Then 35 stored. Now, after writing like this, again E dot age equal to 500. Then what will be the output comes? Now give me answer. After set age method, again I call E dot age equal to 500. What will get it? What will get it? 500 will get it. So first what will happen? This 35 stored. Later again modified like a 500. So again you will get a 500. File save. Writing set age method is wasted if you do like this. Okay. That's what this variable we should not allow to access. What we have to do? Private. Now, can we access like this here? No, we cannot access. Error comes. But can we access here? Here also not possible. That is private. Private variable scope is within the class. In employee class only can access. Outside not possible. That's what accessing not possible now. See, if I access, error comes. See, age as private access in employee. That's what one more method I'll write to get age. Return age. Now, what you can do is integer x equal to e dot get age. System dot out dot println x. Now, file save. Compilation, execution. 35. Now, my question carefully listen. Without modifying single character in this class. Without modifying single character in employee class. I want to store 500 in an age variable. Is it possible or not possible? Give me answer. Without modifying single character in employee class. If you want whatever you want, you can do in demo class. Without modifying single character in employee class. Employee class like a predefined class type assume. Suppose frame class is there. Can you change the frame class code? Like that assume. Without modifying single character in employee class. I want to store 500 in an age variable. Possible or not possible? Possible? Think yourself. Possible or not possible? If it is possible, how it is possible? If it is not possible, why it is not possible? Only possible or not possible means you'll select an answer. I know about that. If possible, how it is possible? If not possible, why it is not possible? Online students also. Without modifying single character in employee class. I want to store 500 in an age variable. If it is possible, what we have to write? If not possible, why it is not possible? Not possible? Possible? No, not possible. Why? That is private variable. You cannot access. Okay. Any other? Anybody answer? Possible is there? Possible is there? How? Okay, online students answers we'll see. By overriding. By overriding is possible. Suppose I'll override class employee 2 extends employee. I'll override void set age. I'll override. Is it possible to access that variable here? In a private variable, inheritance also not possible. So overriding also not possible. Now, so this is private. You cannot access outside the employee class. If you want to access, through this method only you can access. Through this method if you access, logic is there. Logic will not allow to store 500. Got it, man? Now, this variable is private. We cannot access outside the employee class. Okay, outside the employee class not possible. If you want to access that variable through setter method only you can access. Through this setter method only you can access. Through setter method if you access, here logic is there. Logic will not allow to store 500. So that's what it is not possible. It is not possible. This is only called encapsulation. Binding of variable with methods, and these methods operating on same variable. This type of binding is called encapsulation. Okay, this is only little bit extended. Class must be public. So you can write public class. Implement serializable. Then import java.io.star. Class must be in a package. Package demo. Default constructor by default comes. Okay. Next, private variables. And next, setter getter. Setter getter method must be public. This is called Java bean. This is called Java bean. Now, this variable, why they given private? Why we given private? If private is not there, you will write 500 also, 1000 also, minus 500 also. Because of private only, it is not possible to access. You are accessing through this one only. Through this one, if you access already, logic is there. Logic will not allow to store. So, in that boundary only we can store. 18 to 60 only can store. Same. Screen width. Maximum size, minimum size. In between only can store. More than that, not possible. Less than that, not possible. So like that, one class I written. This type of class is called Java bean. Now, you can set, you can get, and your logic applicable. So, this is Java bean, reusable software component. That width and height, different sizes, different widths you can place. Here different ages you can place. This is called Java bean. This facility given for row sets, because you have seen result set is not a Java bean. All row sets are Java bean. Here setter getter methods are there. Set driver, set URL, set username, set password, set command. All setter methods only. Then like a driver manager dot get connection, create statement. These are not required. Set driver, set URL, set username, set password, set SQL query. That's it. That type prepared because that is Java Bean. That class is reusable. But there different types you have to write. But here only one type, reusable. Any driver, any database, any user. Same type of programming. Setter, getter methods are there. That's what role sets are more convenient. Now, first you write this one. Example of Java Bean. Example of Java Bean. So after JDBC, Soulets, it is complete new style appears. Whatever is studied in core Java, JDBC, almost same type appears. But Soulets onward, complete new environment appears. It should be very regular. If you miss 1-2 class also, you may not understand. Be regular. Write it. In the above example, employee class is a Java bean. In the above example, employee class is a Java bean. In the above example, employee class is a Java bean. It is fully encapsulated. It is fully encapsulated. So what is encapsulation? Write this one. Encapsulation. Binding of variables with methods, and those methods operating on same variables. This is known as an encapsulation. Binding of variables with methods and those methods operating on same variables. This is known as encapsulation. In the above example, age variable bound with setAge and getAge methods, and those methods operating on same age variable. This is known as an encapsulation. In the above example, age variable bound with setAge and getAge methods, and those methods operating on same age variable. This is known as an encapsulation. In the above example, age variable bound with setAge and getAge methods, and those methods operating on same age variable. This is known as an encapsulation. So Java bean is fully encapsulated. See, between result set, row set, 4 differences are there. First difference, serialization you have seen. Second difference, connected, disconnected you have seen. Third difference, Java bean you have seen. For fourth difference, program required. That program we'll see tomorrow. Tomorrow, row sets programs. We'll see continuation tomorrow. 5:30 spring class. Okay, you can join. You can join. Okay, no need to wait for until completion of advanced Java. You can join. Okay. Okay, we'll see continuation tomorrow.